And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's oh sorry, this is a random TV there show. Back again guys for again, I need to get the pronunciation right. I'm gonna call them Talbot versus Hearts. We'll get to it in 2 seconds. Guys, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. As I say, we will be covering this game in a second. I'm just gonna get the game up. As I say, it's on BBC for those of you that haven't already got it. There we go, BBC One, happy days. As I say, live Scottish Cup action. Right, anyway, let's get into the talk about today's match. As I say, 8th tier, I think this team is, or they're in the tier below the Lowland League. An interesting story that they've had. They've already done a giant killing so far this season, obviously beating Hamilton. And look, Hearts have already been the victim of a cup upset when they lost to Bora Rangers in the same competition last season. The stands are packed at the moment in this local team's place. Hearts coming to town, a big occasion for this place. And they've got the BBC coverage. It's going to be an exciting time for them. Guys, what do you think is going to happen in today's game? Look, Robbie Nielsen there as well. This is an interesting match. I cannot wait for it, actually. I've been thinking about this one all night. I'm going to go through Talbot in a second and talk a little bit about them because a lot of you probably never ever heard of them. Like me, up until the Hamilton game there. But anyway, as I said, Talbot are a side that, in fact, they don't even have a FOTMob account. I'm going to have to go through and manually get them up here. But basically, they had a very good, very good cup run so far. They obviously start, I think, in the preliminary rounds or the preliminary rounds. And, oh mate, this is how mad it is. You got to try and find it. Fixtures, here we go. I'll go onto their website. So I think they're in the league, as I say, they're in the league below the Lowland League. And they've had a little cup run. Obviously, they started in the first round, or they must have been the round before, maybe. I don't know. The first round, I'm thinking. They managed to beat Hamilton in the last round, Hamilton Academical, in one of those big cup upsets, and have deserved this tie here in the fourth round. And can they do it again here today against Hearts? That would be massive, and it would be mental. As I say, Hearts have already lost to a Lowland League last season. They lost to Bora Rangers. So could they be the victim of it again? I was thinking Hearts are probably looking to try and win this competition. What have we got in here? Should be an easier game than the Bora Rangers game last season, or maybe not, says Paul McCann. Sam Brown says Hibs all the way, come on. Jason says come on Hearts. Poll results. Hope Hearts win, says Jason Siller. Nice one. I was going to say Hearts, no disrespect to Hearts, there's nothing against them. You just kind of want a bit of a cup upset just because of this team and who they are. It's mental. They've won 7 junior cups. They've won 7 league titles by the looks of things. And yeah, they've got a manager that Tommy Sloan, I think, is the manager there of Talbot. Again, I don't really know too much about them. I really don't. I just know that they beat Hamilton the other week there, and they're on a decent little cup run at the moment. And we're about 5 or 10 minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. So if you can, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hearts, anyway, let's go through the team lineups of Hearts. I think Hearts are fielding a very, very strong side, to be fair, today. They've got their main man out. 2 seconds to get the Hearts lineup up on my Twitter. Hearts. Oh, they're called Jam Tarts, aren't they? On thing. In fact, I'll just go on Instagram, it's easier. Jam Tarts. Hearts, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, so Hearts lineup is as follows. Craig Gordon's in goal, also captaining in the side. Michael Smith, Kingsley, Herring, Boyce. Atkinson's making his debut, or I think he's making his debut. I don't know if he played against St Johnstone, but Atkinson's playing a new signing who signed from Melbourne City on Christmas Eve. Devlin, Andy Halliday, Cochrane, Halkett and Ganelli there as well. So a strong side here from Hearts, by the way. A really strong side. And it's going to be an interesting one. This is what the Cup's all about. You know, uniting smaller sides and getting these games against the big teams. It's a shame it's not at Tynecastle. So Talbot can't, they can't cash in and get some money for this tie. Well, they will get they will get that bit of coverage. I think they're the top of their league at the moment as well. So they're doing well. They could get promotion into the Lowland League if their form carries on. But imagine another Cup upset here today. That'd be absolutely mental. No worries, John Hawkins. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you guys. If you can get your score predictions down there in the live chat, that'd be amazing. Hit the like button as well. That'd be also really, really cool. And as I say, we're about 9 minutes away from kickoff. I'm just going to try and... I just need to sort this thing out, download everything and make sure we're ready to go. I deleted YouTube last night for some weird reason on my app, so I haven't got the app right now because I need it for the live chat. Well, not many people are in the old live chat, guys. Where are you at? Where are you at today? What, 2 live streams today? We got this game now, and then we've got Rangers, but Celtic versus Alloa later on this evening as well. So that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good watch. Who do you think will win? You know, it's obviously going to be Hearts. I don't think Hearts will struggle. Hearts are in really, really good form in the league at the moment. I think it could be a cricket score with Hearts today. I don't think there is going to be a cup upset. I think Hearts are a good side. They're strong, and as I said, they should have the quality here to go on and beat Talbot for sure. For sure. But yeah, I'm all for a cup upset. In other news as well, Everton playing against Aston Villa. Steven Gerrard returning back to Goodison Park. And then Nottingham Forest are playing Derby there at the 12:30 kickoff. Again, that's Derby at sad times. What's happening with Derby County at the moment in the English Championship. You know, it's brutal in terms of that they might disappear and stuff like that and not become a football club and stuff like this. This could be their last derby match against their foes Nottingham Forest. So, as I said, it is really sad to see what's happening with happening with Derby at the moment, and I really hope it can get amended and can get sorted out over the next sort of couple of weeks, and someone can sort of buy them out, because it's always sad to see a football club go under or go bust, and yeah, you don't really like to see it, do you? But guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Let's try and get to 10 likes as soon as possible. Amazing turnout here at the moment here in, I need to get the pronunciation right. Auchinleck, I'm just going to say Talbot. Talbot, it's unbelievable turnout. All the local people are here in their numbers watching the team. As I say, Hearts from Edinburgh, arguably the 3rd, 4th biggest team in Scotland here, visiting them. They managed to beat Hamilton in 1-0 in the 3rd round at this stadium. The goal came from a throw-in, and it was a great goal by the number 8. Stuck it into the back of the net, and that was what dreams are made of, these sort of ties. And they've definitely earned it. And unbelievable result. And now they're rewarded with this tie against Hearts. Pato says 1-0 to Talbot, Suter own goal. Dundee United versus Kilmarnock at 3 o'clock. Are better than the 2 lower divisions of the Senior League. Celtic struggled versus East Kilbride recently. Well, we'll see what they're like. As I say, this is probably the biggest game in their history, Talbot's. Again, I haven't gone massively into it. Let's see what Robbie Nielsen's saying about this one. Sorry, quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of your team, the fireworks are going off.
Fireworks are going off as well, apparently. No John Suter in the squad there, by the way, guys. No John Suter. There you go, Rangers fans. He said he was asked about John Suter, who's not being featured into the squad today, and they were asked basically, is that due to him getting moved to Rangers? He says no, he's had a knock on his ankle, and they just decided not to take a risk on John Suter today. So he's sitting at home watching the game. It has nothing to do with the links with Rangers. That's what Robbie Nielsen says. And he says he doesn't expect it to change, and he thinks that John Suter will be a Hearts player come the end of the January transfer window. He's an important player to Hearts, and they'll be looking to do it. Anyway, 5 minutes to go till kickoff, troops. Got the live chat here for you. Happy days. Dundee versus Dumbarton at 3 o'clock. Yeah, there's loads of 3 o'clock games, to be fair. There's loads in the Scottish Cup. Obviously, yesterday we seen Rangers go and beat Stirling 4-0, sorry. It was good to see a youngster, Alex Lowry, score. Cedric Eaton scored, Tavernier got a penalty, and Sakala scored. Could have been 5-0, but Tavernier missed the penalty. And on Thursday, we seen Hibernian beat Cove Rangers. However, Cove Rangers managed to take that game to extra time. Yeah, Cove Rangers managed to take that game to extra time. And, it took 112 minutes of playing time for Hibernian to go get a goal. So that was unbelievable. 1-0 in that match. Nisbet scored. Cove Rangers, in my opinion, unlucky not to take it to extra time. But here we go, troops. As I say, Australian flags out there for Ryan Atkinson. As I say, I think he is making his debut here today. Bora Rangers, remember last year, 2-1 the score was. Bora a non-league team. Managed to beat Hearts of Midlothian 2-1. Unbelievable result. Will there be a repeat of that here tonight? This afternoon. Will the non-league team upset the Jambos? The Jambos have came in their numbers. Something you got to say about the Jambos, they're always travelling in their numbers. They always have a great turnout at Tynecastle as well. For me, definitely the bigger club in Edinburgh in terms of the following. They really do have a really good following. There they are. They've got loads of them here today. I don't know if they're local and stuff like that, but there's loads of Hearts fans here at this small stadium. Good to see John Mitchell, mate. Hope you're well. What are you feeling about today? Do you think it's going to be a win for the Jambos? Jambos are going to get the job done. Who's that in there? Yeah, one of the... anyway, players are coming out to the park here. This is what's all about, guys. Cup action. And Talbot in their orange and black sort of stripes. Although the club's flags and scarves are yellow and black. But there they are. A full house here in Heart of Midlothian in that light blue jersey. Andy Halliday there in as well. Coming out. Barry Mackay. These are what you go. Barry Mackay will be used to these sort of smaller stadiums. During his time at Rangers down in the 3rd Division. Here they come forward. 1,500 Hearts fans there, Dan. That's mad. Really, really good from Hearts. And here the players are out. An unbelievable turnout here in this game. Look, the houses in the background there. I love this. This is why I love the Cup. I just love Cup action. I love these sort of ties. Robbie Nielsen there in these small towns. These superstars coming up against your everyday Joe. And they definitely deserve it. Beating Hamilton was an unbelievable result for them. And yeah, I would love the players to just go out there and enjoy it and try their best to try and cause an upset. That's what it's all about. What is my name? My name's Dan, mate. Now here we go. Hearts and Talbot line up. Craig Gordon, captain. Craig Gordon, ready to go. Sister's husband, I don't know if he's there. Big Hearts fan. Now, here we go, guys. Kickoff is imminent. Boyce is back as well. Yeah, that's big news for Hearts. But as I said, we'll go through the lineup for Talbot. It is Leishman in goal, Stafford at the back, McCracken, McPherson and Wilson. In the midfield is Armstrong, Healy, Wilson, and up top, of course, is Samson, Boylan and Glasgow. So again, I'm not going to kid on and say that I know this team because I don't, but I know the goal scorer, Wilson, who scored that goal, the winning goal against Hamilton in the 3rd round. These boys are going to be massively up for it. I remember that number 8 jersey. And then, of course, Hearts, they've got a strong side. They are not messing around here today. Craig Gordon in goal, Smith, Halkett and Kingsley at the back. Atkinson in the midfield, Herring, Devlin, Cochrane. And up top, of course, in the front three is Barry Mackay, Liam Boyce and Andy Halliday. Big news, of course, today is that John Suter is out. He is out with an ankle knock, as Robbie Nielsen said. It has nothing to do with the Rangers transfer. He's not going, Robbie Nielsen said. He's not going this month. We find it very, very unlikely that he'll be going this month. And he's out of the squad due to a ankle knock there for them. But here we go. Greg Aitken is the referee for this one. And as I say, we are about to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think the score is going to be, troops? I would risk Suter in the Auchinleck even without a game. Midland Derby today is, what is the score predictions, guys? Midland Derby versus Nottingham Forest. Well, it's what Wayne Rooney's doing with Derby at the moment. It's been an unbelievable job. Like, considering what's going around the club at the moment in terms of all the finances, the unknown, what's going to be happening. You know, he's managed to get a squad together and put them through. And here come Talbot there already, and they nearly getting the first shot of the game. 20 seconds on the clock, almost nearly taking the lead there. That's what the Cup's all about, troops. Ball came in and behind that back line, and they almost got a shot off there. Craig Gordon absolutely raging with that Hearts back line, that they even had the chance to even have a go there. Well, here they come again now, Talbot, down that right-hand side, ball back into the box, and again cleared away by the Hearts defence. Now Hearts playing out from the back as they push forward. Hearts down that left-hand side now with Atkinson. Blocked there again by Talbot, and Talbot going the other way. Long ball fired out of play, and that's going to go up for a Hearts throw-in. Oh, this is what it's all about. Look at this. It's absolutely packed. I love it, man. I wish I was there, to be fair. It looks like a really... literally, the place is packed to the brim. John Mitchell said there was 1,500 Hearts fans that have travelled over there today. Fair play. That's some support from Hearts. And Talbot as well. They've come out to support their local team. Loads of them there. Top of their league at the moment. As I say, I think they play in the league below the Lowland League. So if they get promotion, they'll get the Lowland League. Promotion from the Lowland League, then they'll go to the to League 2, or maybe if they could find the way. So just to show how far they are down, I think they're in the 6th tier. Now here comes Andy Halliday. Halliday playing in the front three rather than as a midfielder. Usually, I think for Rangers, he played in the midfield, or was usually used as a utility player. Could play down at left back, but he's playing as in the front three with Boyce and Barry Mackay today. It did seem for a while, I went off for his words on Open Goal, that he'd kind of not been frozen out the squad, but he wasn't featuring that much in terms of the first team. But certainly, since returning back from the winter break, he's been in and amongst the team. Obviously, I think he started against St Johnstone as well. But here come Hearts down that right-hand side now with the new boy Atkinson, who just signed from Melbourne City. And again, cleared away by Talbot as that goes out for a throw-in. Talbot... I can't pronounce it, man. I cannot pronounce it. Pato, bro. I can't. Auchinleck. Is that the pronunciation of it? Auchinleck. Okay. I just called them Talbot, but Auchinleck. Is that it, Pat? Just give me a thumbs up if it is. Teresa says looking lovely. Thank you so much. Jason says yes. Hopefully then. Talbot 2-1. All-Star Blair. Barry Mackay, that Barnett in a ponytail. Headed away there again by Hearts. Cleared forward now by Talbot. Now coming down that right-hand side. Lovely little pass down there again. Pushes through into the box. Ball forward, and then again cleared away by Hearts. Backline goes out for a throw-in here to the home side. Now here they have a chance to try and create something from a throw-in. Long ball over the top now for them. Can they trouble? This is where the goal against Hamilton came from, by the way, where they won 1-0 from the throw-in on that far right-hand side. And number 8, Wilson, managed to put the ball into the back of the net that day to inflict that defeat on Hamilton. John Mitchell says Halliday a waste of a jersey. Why is that? A lot of Hearts fans on the same impression in that way. They don't like Andy Halliday. I think Andy Halliday's a good player. I think he gives his all for the jersey 9 times out of 10. Auchinleck, says Expo Scotland. Thank you. Auchinleck, yeah? Auchinleck. Auchinleck. Ball forward again now here for Hearts. Irvin. Atkinson. Lovely switch play there by Hearts. Again, looking to try and find him there. That ball goes back out of play. Or does he just keep it in now? It's out of there that time. It's going to go up for a throw into Auchinleck. Christopher Campbell, that is the Brian Clough derby. It is a very good... I always just find that quite bizarre. He was very successful. Was definitely successful with Forest, but, danced on both of the sides of the derby, or the both sides of the rivalry. Auchinleck just passing it all the way back to their goalkeeper. Forward here again. You kind of want this game, even from if you're a neutral in this game, you want it to try and keep it 0-0 for as long as you can. So it's exciting. Like it was with Hibs and Cove Rangers. That game was a real buzz. It was a real good watch, especially for neutrals, because you want that, you want to see a possible cup upset. I love cup upsets. And that's no disrespect to any Hearts fans here, by the way. You just want to see it. You're always gonna go for it. There's a corner now for Hearts. It's going to send another ball back into the box. Barry Mackay descended in. Mackay into the danger area. And there's something about Mackay nowadays. I think he's keeping his head down. He's got some real intent at the moment of I don't know, sort of getting his career back together again. You know, I thought he was an unbelievable player for Rangers back in the day, you know, through the Championship, going into the Premiership, and then obviously felt like he was probably too good at the time for Rangers, then went on to Nottingham Forest, then got a move to Swansea, and then from there his career kind of fell down a hole a bit. Went on loan to Fleetwood, and then now he's come to Hearts, which I think is a great side to come to for. Well, it's a great team to play for in general, but you know, if he shines at Hearts, then you never know where he could go for after that. I think he's just interested in just knuckling down, playing his football again. Yeah, it really does look like he's got some intent to show. Not getting bothered in it. I've always rated Barry Mackay. Always have. Jason says, who do you think is going to win, Darren? Craig Gordon, Scotland's best goalkeeper at the moment. I say Premiership's best goalkeeper at the moment. Signed a new deal recently. There was actually talk that he could have went down to the Championship, or Championship clubs were sniffing about him. Would have been a decent payday before hanging up the gloves, or so to speak. But he's committed his long-term future with Hearts, which is great. It's good to see Hearts having some. I really like this Hearts side. I really do. I've been vocal about it. I like the way. I like a lot of the players, individuals. I like Robbie Neilson, what he's all about as a manager, and the stuff that they've done this season, you know, coming where they are sitting in the league at the moment, it's been phenomenal. At the start of the season, I did my SPFL league predictions, and I said that I felt like Hearts would finish fifth. A lot of people would say they were going to finish outside the top six. Not for me. I think last season, even the team they had in the Championship, I really did rate it. I like Boyce as a player. I think, as I say, bringing that Barry Mackay in also. Obviously, the defence was great. I like Halkett. Smith's good. Suter was great. Obviously, he's not going to be a Hearts player for much longer. But I've always felt like individuals and stuff at Hearts they've got some really, really good players. Mackay Stevens, decent. Cochrane. And they're definitely just building on it. Now, if they get that third place or win the Scottish Cup or however it goes down, then there's guaranteed European football at stake there for Hearts, which I think will take them to that next level. I think they've got decent players, but if you're getting guaranteed Conference League or go into that Europa League playoff, they win that playoff round, they get guaranteed Europa League football. It's around 10 million. We've seen it with Rangers and Celtic. It's around 10 million quid that you get, or 8 million quid that you get throughout the group stage. You know, for just the matches you're playing, the TV money, the share of the TV money, and all the rest of it. So that would be absolutely massive for Hearts to sort of take and then pushing them to the next level and building upon it. Even if they did lose that playoff round, the Conference League, you're still going to make £5 million, which, to put into perspective, you get 3 million for winning the SPFL. So it's a lot of money there at stake for whoever wins the Scottish Cup. If it's someone outside the old firm, if it's the old firm, if Rangers and Celtic win the Scottish Cup, then third place will get that playoff round spot, which I think is huge. John Mitchell says Barry Mackay is a great player. Definitely. Gordon is a massive Hearts fan. Only team he wanted to finish his career with. Nah, definitely. It's good to have that loyalty. Here's Hearts, and there we go. 1-0. Boyce has scored the goal. In fact, the flag's up there, I think. Flag's up there for them at Auchinleck. Almost the floodgates had opened there. Hearts just found their way through. Boise came down the left-hand side, put it into the back of the net. But flag was up there. Right decision. Flag definitely up there. And offside. Good decision there by the linesman. But you almost just feel that, 10 minutes played. They've survived 10 minutes here, Talbot. But you just feel Hearts are going to just get the better of them over here. But they've dodged the sort of bullet there, that one. Offside. And now here Hearts come again as they're just going to keep on piling on the pressure until they score goals. It's Atkinson. Atkinson down the right-hand side. It's Smith again, as I say. Signed a new deal to the summer of 2023 last week. Halkett. In fact, much of Hearts is back for all signed deals. I think Halkett signed a deal earlier on in the window. It's just Suter, who's the sort of the rogue player. He's off to Rangers in the summer. Talk that he could do the deal in January. However, Robbie Neilson, just before the game, literally 5 minutes ago, has kind of said that he doesn't think he will be going to Rangers in the January window. He thinks he'll be a Hearts player till the end of the season. I say Hearts are only going to accept a reasonable offer from Rangers. Now here comes Halliday. Halliday forward yet again. Now through to Atkinson. Down that left-hand side here to Cochrane. Cochrane, the ball into the box. And the home side's goalkeeper collects it. And, yeah, back in possession there. Decently done. But I've actually enjoyed watching these lower league teams. They're not bad. They're not too bad. I think the Scottish league's actually, you know, from like League One to the sort of lowland leagues, I don't think there's that much in it in terms of quality. I really don't. In terms of like what, I don't know, Edinburgh City are to Talbot here. I don't think there's much difference in them. Really, I don't. I do think the Scottish, like, it's not the pyramid. So League Two, League One, Championship, Premiership's fine, but I think there has to be something addressed with that Lowland League and Highland League. So at the moment, if you win that Lowland League, you go into a match against the winner of the Highland League. You both play each other, so the two champions play off against each other. Whoever wins then goes into a relegation or goes into a playoff match for a place in League Two with the loser of League Two. That shouldn't be happening. Whoever finishes last in League Two should be getting relegated. That's shit bust. They should be going straight down. And then, I don't know about these playoff games. Maybe then do the Highland League, Lowland League playoff with each other for a place in League Two if you want to do it like that. But you shouldn't be rewarded for not rewarded for failure. If you finish bottom of League Two, you need to go. That's it. You need to. Whoever wins the league has to go up. So what I would probably do is do the champions of Highland League play the champions of the champions of the Highland League play the champions of the Lowland League. The winner of that game goes and takes the bottom place as League Two team. That's it, done. Whoever finishes ninth in League Two then plays the loser of the playoff round between the Highland League and the Lowland League, and then they have to play for their place in the division. It makes it more fairer, I think. There shouldn't be a case. If you win your league, you should be rewarded with promotion, not 2 playoff rounds. Here comes Talbot again now down that left-hand side. Hearts back in possession now here with Gordon. Here's Smith. Smith forward yet again. Smith plays along to the left-hand side to Halkett. Halkett back into Cochrane. Hearts put out a top team. I bet Auchinleck 14-1. I'm a massive Millwall fan because we are from South London. Here comes Smith yet again. Back through to Cochrane. Cochrane over the top now here for Hearts. Hearts back through to Smith. Smith finds Barry Mackay. Barry Mackay in over the top. Boys, he's there. Oh, it's the goal and Hearts have found it. And there you go. Finally, it's Andy Halliday. 1-0. And it's only taken 14 minutes for Hearts to score the goal. They finally got it. And it's Andy Halliday who scores 1-0 to Hearts. And is that going to be the floodgates open now? I hope not. I hope Auchinleck can keep themselves going and just try and keep this a game. Try and keep it down to 1-0. Or try and go at Hearts here and try and go get a goal. Again, this is no disrespect to Hearts. I just want a good cup tie. It's that man there again, Barry Mackay with the assist. Unbelievable player. What a steal. Yo, what did I say when Hearts... Well, I didn't say it. Well, as I say, when people say with Barry Mackay, top player. I just said at the start it was a good signing by them. I really did think it was a good signing. What an assist there by Barry Mackay. Again, I know it's against Auchinleck, but it was an unbelievable pass there again from Barry Mackay. And he's just doing bits for Hearts at the moment. He really is. Looking like a top player, Barry Mackay. Brown Warrior, good to see you, mate. Says Barry Mackay wears the same syrup as Wurzel. Nice one, Hearts, says Jason Silla. Here comes Hearts again now. They're going to go try and find their second goal. Ball back into the box there by Atkinson. Smith playing along that back line, back through to Andy Halliday. Halliday forward. Halliday in over the top. Ball into the danger area, and again Hearts and Atkinson there nearly getting his first goal for Hearts. However, saved there by Auchinleck's goalkeeper. Back over to... And Auchinleck back in possession as they play out from the back yet again. Coming down that right-hand side. Auchinleck going on a run. And just couldn't quite get it to their number 9. And again, that's cleared away by them. Yes, Andrew Halliday get in. Jambos go on Hearts. Well done, lad, says Christopher Campbell. He's loving it. Guys, if this is your first time tuning in, big shout out to you all, guys. Please do smash the old like button. Let's try to get to 20 likes before half time. We are also back with Alloa versus Celtic to later on this evening. It's going to be a cracking game, I think. Barry Ferguson obviously going up against his old former foe, Celtic. Already won one trophy so far this season. Looking to maybe get the cup wrapped up as well. But this is where they start. They're going to be starting with Alloa. Then after that game, guys, we're going to be finding out what the 5th round draw is going to be. We'll be live for that straight after the Celtic game to see who everybody's got. Obviously, Rangers got through last night. 4-0 against Cove Rangers. 4-0 against Stirling Albion. Hibs got through on Thursday night, beating Cove Rangers. Just 1-0. And there's plenty of games coming up through Saturday today as well, all at 3 o'clock kickoffs. Hearts have another corner kick now, a chance to try and find a second goal. Barry McKay's delivery again, and that's headed away there by Auchinleck. What does he say? Brown Warrior says Barry has his assist head on today, I see. He's looking good. The last 2 times Hearts have played Talbot in the Cup, Hearts have went all the way to the finals. There you go. If you believe in what's the word? If you believe in superstition, there you go. Then maybe it's Hearts' year again. You could say it's 10 years on since Hearts last won the cup, so they deserve another cup. I don't know, but there's all to play for. I spoke about it earlier in terms of what's at stake. Europa. And financially, it's a massive incentive for a club to qualify, well, to win the cup this year. Robbie Nielsen's doing some job. Just out of interest for the Hearts fans, I remember last season. I remember Hearts last season. Sorry, there was a banner that went over the stadium that said, I think it said Nielsen. I can't remember what the banner fully said, but I remember it saying something about Nielsen out, or the fans or Hearts fans weren't happy with Robbie Nielsen. Has that changed now? Are Hearts fans more on board with what he's doing, or do they still dislike him? You know, from an outside perspective, I like Robbie Nielsen. I think he's a decent manager. I think he talks quite well. His voice again now, I think he's offside as he looks to try and find number 2. Ball's in the back of the net, but the flag is up there that time by Hearts. But yeah, sorry. From an outside perspective, I think Nielsen's quite a likeable character. I think he's a decent manager. And he's definitely doing business this year for Hearts. I mean, if you think about Hearts' season so far, you know, he's came in, done what he's meant to do. He won promotion. The Championship's a hard league to navigate. He won the league at a canter, really. League Cup, he lost to Celtic at home. There's no real complaints there. He lost to Celtic at home. In the league, he's 3rd. Again, you don't expect Hearts to sort of finish 2nd nowadays. 3rd, and they're 3rd by some distance. And now could go on a Scottish Cup run. So I think he's done a really, really good job. But I'm interested to see what the Hearts fans think about him. Where in London are you from? I'm not from London. Well, I'm not living in London, mate. I'm living in Cornwall at the moment. Rangers will win the Scottish Cup and the SPFL, says Sean Maxwell. Robbie Nielsen is amazing, says LXG Skulls. Who won the Scottish Cup last year? It was St Johnstone. The banner said Nielsen and Budge out. I got you. But as a collective now, though, has everybody changed on the whole? That's why I'm asking the question to the Hearts fans. Is everyone's opinion on Robbie Nielsen changed now? Is everyone all on board with him? Do they look at him a different way to this time last year? What was it with Robbie Nielsen last year that people didn't like? That's my question. Still, some Hearts fans don't like him. I've always liked Nielsen, says John Mitchell. Nice one, man. Here's Gordon. Hits that one long there again. 20 minutes played here at Auchinleck, and it's Auchinleck 0, Hearts 1, and the goal came from Andy Halliday. Here comes Atkinson. Looks like a decent player, to be fair. Again, it's hard to judge when they're going against a non-league team, but Atkinson definitely looks like he's got a decent pass on him and the intent to get forward and create. Here comes Smith again. Smith pings it. In fact, he switches play there and comes down the other left-hand side to Kingsley. Back into the middle of the park again now here for Hearts. And he just getting back onto the ball. Light blue jersey's just flooding forward, and that's cleared away again there by Auchinleck. Finds a way down that right-hand side. Looks to play in Atkinson again there, but that just goes out of play. And that's going to go out for a Auchinleck an Auchinleck goal kick. I won't be surprised if Alloa will win today, because as the second Rangers fans know too well, it's the same old Alloa and they're always cheating. Aberdeen will catch and pass Hearts by the end of the year, says Daddy Cakes. I don't think so. I don't see the hype with Aberdeen. I know they got a decent result against Rangers at Pataudry, but it's not... Aberdeen have always been good against Rangers. You know, Pataudry is always a place that Rangers have struggled at, and it was a example there today. I don't think Aberdeen will catch Hearts. I think Hearts are... Especially if Hearts keep Suter as well. I think Hearts have nailed on third. As I say, good stuff going on there at the moment. Did you watch the Tottenham game the other night, mate? I didn't watch it, but I watched the highlights. It was crazy, wasn't it? The Spurs 3-2. TV would have been going through the window. Imagine getting into the 90-minute mark and you're 2-1 up and you end up losing it 3-2. Be raging. Ball forward again now from Heart of Midlothian, sorry. Kingsley. Cochrane. Cochrane's a local boy, isn't he? I'm sure Cochrane's from Penicuik. Penicuik, is he? Is that right? Cochrane from Penicuik. Just outside Edinburgh. Hearts land. Very much Hearts territory, isn't it? Penicuik. Here comes Halliday. Halliday down that right-hand side now for Hearts. And again, cleared away by Auchinleck. It's a famous video from YouTube, Dan. Well worth a watch. I'll give it a watch today, mate. Ball comes back into the danger area. Again there from Hearts. And again, that goes back out of play. And Auchinleck just hanging on here. It's only 1-0, but... You just feel that the floodgates are opening slightly. Maybe Hearts are a step too far on their cup run. But look, as long as they probably don't get disgraced, they'll be buzzing, really, to be fair, Hearts. Sorry, Auchinleck. Same old Allo, always cheating. When was this? 2014 or something? Cochrane. Cochrane again, that right-hand side here to Smith. Ball over the top now here for Hearts. Here comes Atkinson. Now through here to Cochrane again. Cochrane comes down that left-hand side now here for Hearts. Back through here in the middle of the park yet again. Andy Halliday pushing forward. And again, cleared away there by Auchinleck. Not for long, though, as it comes back to Cochrane. Cochrane over the top. Smith there also. Decent ball into the box, and Auchinleck managed to win the ball back, and they got a run here. Again, just cleared up at the back there that time by Halkett. Now Halkett pushes forward, and that's blocked yet again there by Hearts. Sean Maxwell says Hearts will win this easy, about 6-0. When are you the journey from Oblivion, mate? LXG Skulls says Rangers and Celtic are the biggest cheats in football. In the SPFL, sorry. Wouldn't go that far. Let's check the old scores on the doors. See what's happening throughout Europe at the moment. As I say, currently 0-0 in the East Midlands. I think it's East Midlands derby. Again, sorry if I got that one wrong. Midlands derby or something like that. And then Everton versus Villa. Up to Villa. As Steven Gerrard returns to face his former foes. And Lucas Digne, I think, is actually coming up against his former side. Actually, is he starting today? Yeah, he is. Oh, it's his second game back at Goodison Park. Jesus me. Big Duncan Ferguson is the gaffer, I think. In that match, Coutinho there against his former foes as well. Obviously a Liverpool player. There's some 3 o'clock kickoffs of Brentford playing Wolves, Leeds playing Newcastle United, Man United playing West Ham United, Southampton playing City. You got Inverness, Caledonian Thistle playing against Dunfermline later. Huge games in the Scottish Cup. I won't go through all of them, but the main names are Aberdeen versus Edinburgh City. You've got Dundee United versus Killie. You've got St Johnstone versus Kelty Hearts. Oh, you know this? I'm going to give a weird tip there. You know what? For a cup upset, I think Kelty Hearts are going to beat St Johnstone. Unpopular opinion. I think Kelty Hearts might just cause an upset there, man. Keep an eye on it. I said it first. I'm going to clip that. And then Alloa versus Celtic at 5:30. And that's all I've already got for that. Let's see if any early kickoffs have happened. Not in leagues that you probably care about. No, nothing. Bundesliga 2. Paderborn are 1-0 up against Werder Bremen. Nah, there's nothing really going on, to be fair, right now. "2015. Cochrane's from Glasgow, is he? Oh, okay. Celtic, Hibs. David says, I'm a Cumnock fan. Would be good to see Talbot winning. I see Patterson has failed to make the bench. Has he failed to make the bench again? Ooh. Why is he not? Is he not even in the lineup? He's not even made his debut yet there, Nathan Patterson, has he? He's a good player as well. Everton don't want to ruin him, man. Jeez. Don't know. That must be an injury, surely, is it? Probably should give him a shot, shouldn't they? Yeah, he's not even featuring there on the bench there that time, Nathan Patterson. Back in the day, the FA used to be doing dodgy stuff, so Celtic and Rangers got everything the way they was massive uproar about it. Watching at Ball and Fishery. Nice to see David. I think so too. St Johnstone are woeful. There you go. There's one for your coupon, guys. Kelty Hearts to upset St Johnstone. You always get one cup upset. And that's what I'm going for. I'm going for Kelty Hearts to beat St Johnstone. That'll be my thing. Here's Halliday again now. Hearts, half an hour played here already. 1-0 up. Here's Smith again. It's dominant display. I don't think Auchinleck have even had a chance. They haven't even had the ball, really. They've struggled to get out their own box over the last sort of 20 minutes or so. Rangers Celtic should go to England, says Sean. I'm going the Hearts v Celtic game on Wednesday night. That's going to be an absolute belter, man. That is going to be a cracking game. I can't wait to watch it, mate. Hearts v Celtic during the week. It's going to be an interesting one. It's always a tasty one when Celtic go down to Tynecastle. Hearts are always up for it. They're always up. To be fair, Hearts are always up for it against the big sides. If Rangers come to town, they're always up for it. Tynecastle, I was saying last night, is one of them places you just don't want to go to. As a fan, it's one of them really tough places. Boyce again now. Yeah, it's one of them ones where you don't want to go there 3 times in the season, 2 times in the season. You just want to kind of get there once, get it out of the way, and then it's done. Celtic are going there for the second time. They've already lost there so far this year as well, so it's going to be interesting. Rangers got 2-0 win there, but I remember at the start of the match, Boise nearly scored the opening goal, and it could have been a different story, if buts and maybes. But Rangers managed to get through unscathed, 2-0 win. Will Celtic be able to do the same during the week? Here's Andy Halliday again, looking to play into Atkinson. Cleared away again there by Auchinleck. Who else have we got in here? You should hope so. Everton versus Aston Villa, 2 of the big 5 now. Leftovers from the bygone age before big money changed everything. No, I like it. Yeah, there's always been that debate about Scottish teams joining the English League and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm for it, to be fair. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. It's just you don't want to become one of those sort of like teams that are kind of just chucked into the abyss in like the mid table of the Premier League. It's just it could be boring, you know what I mean? Like just not doing anything. Like I'm not saying that it would happen to probably get bought out by someone massive or something like these like countries. They'd probably buy Rangers and Celtic out, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would like it, to be fair. Here comes Smith again, back over to Halkett. Here comes Smith back there, little 1-2. Smith down that right-hand side. Smith driving the ball up the top of the park here. Here comes Andy Halliday again, who scored the opening goal. Back through here to Barry Mackay. Barry Mackay through yet again. As I say, Barry Mackay on this pitch has probably played at pretty much every single stadium in Scotland. He's played in the Division 3, he played in League 2, League 1, the Championship and the Premiership. And now coming back around again here with the Premiership now at Hearts. Ball comes back into the box yet again now here for Hearts and Midlothian. And Barry Mackay! And that's again blocked there by Auchinleck. I was reading someone say Alloa, so I said Alloa by accident. Through here to Atkinson again. Atkinson down to Boyce. Boyce through to Atkinson yet again. Nice little pass there into the middle. And now Hearts, as I say, looking to try and find goal number 2. What we got? Like the SFA keeping the 5 agreement secret to Scottish football. Brown Warrior says Celtic will never be bought out. Dermot Desmond will ensure it. Yeah, but then Celtic would never progress. If they went to the Premier League, by the way. Yeah, you'd get the Premier League money, but Norwich get the Premier League money. It doesn't make them world beaters, you know what I mean? A lot of people, yeah, the size of Rangers and Celtic, they probably would be able to compete there, but they would compete definitely in the division. But if they want to go on and win the league or win the division, then they need to probably be bought out by like a country or something. But it's an appealing factor. If I was a owner, if you had Rangers or Celtic in there, I'd probably choose them over 19 teams, 18 teams. In terms of buying someone out, in terms of the revenue. Man United, if you're a businessman, I'm not saying what I personally would do, but if you're a Man United, if you're a country and you want to buy a proper big global brand, then you'd buy Man United. And then probably Liverpool. But apart from that, it'd probably be Rangers, Celtic, 3rd and 4th. It would be the appealing factor if I was a billionaire who wants to buy a club in the Premier League. Ball comes back over to Andy Halliday again. Halliday just outside the box. Through here to Boyce. Boyce in over the top again, and that's cleared away by Auchinleck. They've not done too bad. Still respectable score at the moment. Still only 1-0. Why is Swansea and Cardiff in the English League and not Rangers Celtic? Because, believe it or not, the Scottish League actually used to probably be the better league out of the two back in them days. If you go all the way back to the 40s and the 30s when the EFL was made. The EFL was made back in 1930-40. I can't remember the exact date, but they were invited, of course, because they didn't really have a thriving division. If you look back at Swansea and Cardiff's history, I think Swansea have won a Welsh Premier League, and I think Cardiff may have won a Welsh Cup, or on the other, or vice versa. But they used to compete down there, and obviously when the start of the EFL, they were invited. The same with Wrexham. So they've all managed to just be ingrained into the division. You know, Scotland had a very, very, very good division back then. You know, you think of the teams back then, especially even the 80s, up as far as the 80s. You know, Dundee United competing in Europe. You got Aberdeen winning European trophies. You had Rangers, Celtic. Well, handball there again from Hearts. 10 minutes to go to half time. Dermot is banking on Celtic getting invited to the Premier League. He is a billionaire. No, I know that, but I mean, he's not. Yeah, most owners now in the Premier League are billionaires. Mike Ashley was a billionaire. It doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be able to compete Newcastle for the Premier League title. Do you know what I mean? Just because they were getting Premier League money. Nowadays, you're looking at Man City's, the way their owners at the moment, they've got countries back behind them. You got Saudi Arabia now buying Newcastle. You know, this is the sort of money you're up against now to win the league title. Man United are kind of just living off the name. They've got a billionaire owner, but they just kind of live off the revenue that they make. Liverpool are kind of living off a good manager that knows how to hustle. He knows how to flip players and get good talents. Chelsea got Roman, so rich, like multi-billionaire. And City, as I say, they've just got crazy money at the moment. Now here come Auchinleck again, just losing the ball. Here comes Boyce down that left-hand side, and that goes over the top yet again. And yeah, that's another good example for Everton. Everton, I think, have one of the richest owners at the moment in the league. And look at them in England. They're in crap place. Same with Villa. Villa look like they're a better run club at the moment. But Everton, I think they've got like the 5th or 3rd richest owner. Is that mad? And they've spent so much money, but they just can't seem to get like anything working for them in terms of managers. They're like, they just can't get anything to gel. They've struggled ever since David Moyes has left, I feel. Well, Martinez did okay, but yeah. Sturgeon wears the trousers of the SFA nowadays. Agreed. I also feel like Dermot Desmond is just holding out for the EPL, or he would sell to a sheikh in a heartbeat. Celtic have a 60,000 stadium with scope to become 80,000, replacing the main stand. Yeah, no, definitely, but ball comes back into the box yet again. It's Halliday. What's his Dermot Desmond always been about that? Is that what he's banking on that? Is he pushing for that to happen one day? Of course, for an owner's perspective, of course you'd want to go to the Premier League, but is that literally his mission at the moment? Is that what he wants? Like what actionable steps is he putting into place to ensure that Celtic are going to be going down to the Premier League? Surely if he wanted that much, then he'd be bringing it up all the time, like trying to push it through. Here come Hearts again now, though, as they look for number 2. Here's Barry Mackay. It's back to Smith again. Smith just outside the box. Smith forward. Andy Halliday through yet again, and Halliday there just losing the ball. Hearts in over the top now. Hearts through into Atkinson. Atkinson finds a way to Barry Mackay. Barry Mackay forward to Smith. Smith looking to find a way through into the box. Does. And now here comes Atkinson. Surely. Oh, he's gone down. Nothing there. He's just gone down too softly. Here's Boyce. Boyce looking for 2. He's gone for handball. And there we go. It's a penalty here to Hearts. And there you go. Penalty. Heart of Midlothian. There's a chance for them to make it 2 in this game. That's a game changer in the English setup. It is, I suppose, 80,000. Boyce to take the penalty now here for Hearts to make it 2-0. Is it game over for Auchinleck? Oh, and it is. It's 2-0. And that will be that. Hearts will probably get themselves through to the 5th round now. It's just about how many goals they're going to score now. And the Jambos are running rampant here at Auchinleck, and Robbie Nilsson probably relieved because last year he had a nightmare. I know he's been driving the idea, but when is it just a pipe dream though, is it? Or is it actually ever going to happen? Because I always felt like if Rangers really wanted to go back down there at the time, why didn't they just, when they started down in Division 3, why didn't they just go and start in the Premier League? Oh, it's Premier League, not the Premier League. Why didn't they just go and start in the English leagues? Here come Hearts over the top yet again. Here's Halliday. Halliday forward. Coming through to Smith. Smith forward, back through to Cochrane. Barry Mackay. No, it's cleared away. Oh yeah, teams would definitely reject Rangers and Celtic joining the Premier League. But would all of Scottish football even want that, though, anyway? Scottish football wouldn't thrive as it... Well, it would be more competitive, I suppose. But then you'd probably get like a duopoly with Hearts and Aberdeen or Hibs or something like that. It'd be probably much of the same, just different names. Ball comes back into the box here again now for Hearts. And again, 4 minutes to go till half time. Hearts 2-0 up. Or even a British Cup would be good for Four Nations in the Four League and scrap the normal League Cup. I've said that. It's a good idea, that, mate, to be fair. I'm all for that, to be fair. Because everyone's complaining about the League Cup, that it's boring nowadays. And I think adding the Scottish teams into the English League Cup and just scrapping the Scottish League Cup would be a good idea. I know there's history behind it and I know all this bits and pieces, but I think it would be good, one, for another income stream for the smaller Scottish clubs, but also, you know, Welsh teams as well. And I think it would be, yeah, as you say, British Cup, Northern Irish teams. Well, actually, Ireland wouldn't be a part of it, obviously, but but yeah, British Cup, if you want to put it that way. I think it would just reinvent itself. Obviously, keep the Scottish Cup and the FA Cup as it is, because they're history-wise, they're the two oldest competitions in world football. But the League Cup, yeah, try and retransform it and make it like a British Cup or something. That's a good idea, to be fair. Hearts again with another corner kick. Ball comes into the box and again cleared away by Auchinleck. Kim Young says, oi, oi, what's this so early on a Saturday morning? Yes, it's Hearts versus Auchinleck. It's down to the TV if Rangers and Celtic go. Any other clubs that I believe will lose out will reject the idea entirely. Used to be a British Cup up to much trouble. Ideally, I want Scotland to have 2 Champions League spots like they used to. Then the Hearts and Hibs and Aberdeen can fight for the Europa. Well, that's what the case is now, Daddy Cakes. You know, this year, whoever wins the league gets automatic. Whoever finishes second gets a third qualifying round. Whoever finishes third, if the Scottish Cup winners from the Old Firm, will go to the Europa League playoff. 4th and 5th will get a Conference League playoff. Conference League playoff or Conference League third qualifying round or something. Something like that. Ball over the top again now for Hearts. Headed and cleared away by Atkinson. Forward by Auchinleck. And again cleared away. With a view to getting it promoted and transferring across, Darlington would have been a prime club before they went bust. Decent sized stadium up north. Yeah, that was a weird old situation. They put a lot of money into that stadium. Weird story, that. Now here they come again through the middle of the park. Down that right-hand side yet again now here for Atkinson. Atkinson into Barry Mackay. Barry Mackay back through to Atkinson. And literally, Hearts are dominant here. Dominant, as you can probably suspect. But I'm glad that it's not an actual, it's not a thumping in terms of the scoreline just yet. I think Hearts had the ball in the back of the net 4 times, but they've just not. It's just not been a. The 2 of the goals were offside. Kingsley there also signed another contract earlier on. So Hearts fans, actually, if there's a load of Hearts fans in here, what are your thoughts on John Souttar? Let me know down there in the live chat. Do you want John Souttar out of the club in January, or do you actually want to keep him? Or are you a part of the guys that have been booing him and all that sort of stuff? What's your thoughts on him? What's your thoughts on it? See, the agenda is rife. Rangers game not shown on BBC last night. Typical. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's basically Premier Sports has the rights to the Scottish Cup and the League Cup, right? They have the rights to those 2 cup competitions. There is no way Premier Sports, their money maker is going to be Rangers and Celtic games. They are not going to give that to the BBC to show for free. There's not a chance now. There's no agenda there. It's literally just because they own the rights to that cup competition and they want the money to show that game. The reason why Hearts and Hibs have been showed on BBC Scotland, because they probably spoke with Premier Sports that they didn't need to show the game, and it's a lowland league, it's a classic cup tie, so BBC Scotland would have got the rights. But Yeah, the reason why Rangers and Celtic will always be on Premier Sports is because Premier Sports own the rights to the cup competition. But guys, we're half time here at in Auchinleck. It's a half time, 2-0. Andy Halliday scored the first. Boise scored the second from a penalty. And what will we get in the second half? Still 0-0 in that derby between Nottingham Forest and Derby County. And Everton 0-0 between them and Aston Villa. Hoping Derby can get the job done. I really like what Wayne Rooney's doing at the moment with Derby County. I'm all for it. I really want them to stay up. I know they could be getting sacked. It looks like Derby are going to take over for less than 30 million. I hope so, mate. I hope so. Imagine a Hearts v Tottenham Champions League final. I don't know who I'd want to support. If it was Hearts v Tottenham in the Champions League final, Hearts probably. It'd be mad if Hearts were in there. The people that have been booing Suter are scummy fake fans, in my opinion, as he is still playing in maroon and white jersey. Get a grip, says LXG Skulls. UEFA users don't allow them to join existing English clubs are not Turkey. We'll vote for Chris. How much did Hearts get for Nandulit? I'm trying to find it on the web, but I can't. I don't know how much they got for him. Yeah, I'll have a little look. Guys, I'm going to go down and go grab a brew quick. As I say, yes, half time, just going to grab a brew. I didn't get a brew before half time because the fuse went. Goes to show what place I'm staying in at the moment. Grab a brew. Yeah, but 2 seconds. I'll get Brown Warrior's favourite part of the day. And that's the tunes on. Oh yeah, Forest put Arsenal out, didn't they? Oh dear. Back again, troops. What's up? Sorry, I get the tunes off. Geez, I'm a bit cold, man. I need to get some heating on, man. I think we're a bit chilly. Happy days. Yeah. Anyway, second half will be approaching shortly. Well, as I said, I think the players could probably be pretty happy with their performance so far in terms of Auchinleck. It's 2-0. It's a respectable score. If it ended 2-3-0, then it's a decent score line for them. But let me just have a look. Oh, just the volume up. I watched your video, Brown Warrior. It was just one guy. I thought it was that. I thought you were going on about the whole crowd at Ibrox chanting that out. There was only one. It was literally one guy saying it. Rangers still in the hunt. John Suter in January, says BBC. Well, there's talk, but Robbie Nielsen ruled it out. Again, apparently the reason why he's out is because he's he's picked up an ankle injury or an ankle knock or something like that. But yeah, talk about Nathan Patterson. I don't think the Everton fans are happy, by the way. I thought Big Dunk would be the man to give his Scottish compatriot a chance, but maybe he's just not fully up to fitness just yet. I don't know what the answer is there. Obviously, it was a Scottish break. He had a bit of break, then got his move to Everton. So, I don't know, man. I think he should be given a shot because he's really good. He's a top player, Patterson. I think he'd make a difference. Makes you wonder why Patterson deal money hasn't secured. Suter already given. It's only 500k. Makes you wonder why the Patterson deal money hasn't secured. Suter already given. It's 500k. The clue is undisclosed fee. No, it's fact. Rangers got 16 million for 12 million plus add-ons for him. But again, yeah, I was saying last night. You know, there is a financial sort of gap to a sort of plug for this year, I suppose. You know, so it wasn't always going to be a case of just getting 12 million and then spending 12 million. But you probably do want to see Rangers probably spend a bit of the dosh in terms of, you know, getting a player or two for a couple of mil. In terms of a flair player, I think Rangers need, and an attacking midfielder. Damn, Bird, weren't you wearing that sweatshirt yesterday? We're gathering flies soon. Believe it or not, I've not had a shower yet. I've literally just woke up, so I'm still in my pajamas. Believe it or not. Well, I didn't just wake up, but I was doing some work this morning, so I'm in my pajamas still. And yeah, I picked up my jumper. It was on the side this morning. I was wearing my pajama top, and I got a bit chilly, so I just picked up my jumper and stuck it on. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a shower after this game. I'll be all well groomed, ready for the Celtic v Alloa match. But yeah, I just had I haven't had a shower yet. Literally just got up. Well, not up, but I've been cutting about. Roddy Scott says gutted about Patterson not even on the bench. As I say, he's better than Kenny. Again, that's no dig towards Kenny or whoever else is there. He's better than Kenny. He's okay, but he's not the level that Patterson's at. I think the only reason must be that his fitness is not up to scratch just yet. Because they wouldn't have bought in a player at 16 million quid if they didn't have the idea of playing him or even making the bench. So I'm surprised how he's not got onto the bench there, Patterson. But business is already done there for Rangers, I suppose. They got the money, but yeah, it'd be good to see a young Scottish talent get a bit of a chance though. It's better than nothing. Roddy Scott says, sorry, what time is the Celtic game? It's at 5:30. We'll be live for 5:15. 1-0 now there, Villa. Oh, please, it was Lucas Digne. Oh, Bandea scored there for Villa. Yeah, he scored that goal. Aston Villa making moves, by the way. They're starting to get right themselves up the table. 10th place at the moment. I think he's aspiring to get into Europe, said Steven Gerrard. He's got a bit of distance to go to there now, though. If he does win this game, obviously Leicester have 3 games in hand over Aston Villa. It's getting quite tight down there. Arsenal, Tottenham, all thereabouts for the top 4. Hammers currently that there is 4th at the moment. Chelsea should be looking over their shoulders soon. City have already won the league. That's the thing about with everyone who raves on about the English Premier League being the best league in the world. It's quite good in terms of the quality, but it's always the same team who wins the league. It's always Man City. It's always going to be Man City. It's going to be until Pep Guardiola goes. It's going to be Man City for the rest of the time because no one can compete with them. Their bench is just as good as their first team. I hope you're well. You can see King Handsome. 2-0 to Hearts. Showing results from last night with Rangers. I think it was young Alex Lowry scoring yesterday. It's always good to see young talent, especially local boys, score goals. And I think there was a little saying as well. Nathan Patterson, in fact, made his debut for Rangers 2 years ago in the same round, in the same competition. I can't remember who it was against, but just goes to show, you know, what can happen in 2 years. Could Alex Lowry be the next sort of story? He had an unbelievable game, a real man of the match performance. Now here they come again. Mental. And now here they come again now. Hearts And Auchinleck back out onto the field as we get ready to go here for the second half. Here, Hearts will be looking to try and go get a few more goals. Auchinleck, I suppose, will be looking to try and keep the score down. Another half remains here. Most leagues have one or two dominant sides. Dan, I enjoy Serie A. 12 of the 20 teams are brilliant. They do have some decent teams in the Serie A. Serie A has really come into some decent quality now. AC Milan are starting to become good. I'm a bit of a glory hunter. I kind of adopted AC Milan as my team when I was a kid. Like, not like in Italy, if you want to say. You know, I say like who you like in Italy, just because of the really good side. I was in awe of them. That was the best side I've ever watched when I was a kid. You know, that 2003 to 2007 AC Milan side. So it's good to see Milan become good again. Hopefully they can go on and win the league this year, but got a bit of distance to make up there with Inter. Here comes Boyce. Boyce down that left-hand side now here for Hearts. Hearts pushing forward and cleared away. I'm good, King Hanson, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, sir. Beechwood Park is where we're at. Michael Stewart, thank God I've not got the commentary on Michael Stewart. I can't stand listening to him, man. He is a tit, isn't he? He is a tit. Michael Stewart, what a tit. He just chats absolute crap and just gets away with it. It's just, Remember that stuff they was saying about all that like racism stuff? And then Rio Ferdinand called him out on Twitter. It was like, I think he was saying, you can't be sure that Glenn Kamara was racially abused. We just can't accuse a man of doing that. I was like, shut up, you tit. He's just, it's someone I just don't like. I just dislike him so much. I don't know. I would never say I hate someone because I've never met him, but I just dislike his punditry. Here comes Kingsley down that left-hand side now here for Hearts of Midlothian. Hearts now into the box and they're looking to find number 3, but that just goes over the bar. Maldini, what a player. Unbelievable player, Maldini. I loved him. How's Talbot looking apart from the 2 goals? Mate, to be fair, Hearts have been dominant the whole match, to be perfectly honest. I'm not going to shape it up, but they've been okay. I mean, Hearts could probably be 5 or 6-0 up, to be perfectly honest with you. They've done all right, though. They're a team that play in the 6th tier of Scottish football, so they've done all right. I feel like they're hung in there, but there's definitely not... It's not like a game like Cove and Hibs was the other night there. It's not like Cove have actually frustrated Hibernian, and it's all been Hearts today. Yeah, I've got the commentary on. Not my commentary, yeah. No, I'm saying Michael Stewart. I just dislike him as a guy, man. Yeah, real good. Derby win, East Midlands Derby versus, I think it's half time in that game. Proper Collector says I can mind Sutton slapping him. Yeah, he's just one of them guys. There's always someone that you don't like in the TV. I'm sure I could be one of those guys to some people, but yeah, Stuart, man, does my tits in. Literally does my tits in. Here he comes again now, Smith. Smith forward, Hearts looking for number 3. The Milan of the 90s with Rijkaard, Van Baarden, Barassi, Maldini. So that was the best. I was born in 96, mate, so I didn't get to see that, but when I was a kid, like the first, you know, when you're a kid, like I think a bit younger than me, my brother's era would have been the Barcelona side, so he would have been like in awe of like Pep's team with like all the Messi and stuff like that. But for me, when I was like growing up, you like looked at it when you watching the Champions League, it was Milan. They were the force. Everyone was like on like Cafu. Yeah, it was Dida, Cafu, Maldini. Gattuso was in there. Centre backs was I've gone dead there. Who was the centre backs? I can't even. My mind's just gone blank. But yeah, like Kaká, Shevchenko. Just loads of decent players. His Boyce again now down the left hand side, and again that's cleared away. Yeah, unbelievable team, that Hearts side. Every footballer should seek to play at Celtic Park at least once in their life. I've never felt anything like it, says Pablo Mendini. When the tiny bit of Hearts fans booing Suter, most of our fans were clapping him. He said, I don't like that guy on BBC. But when people say as well, just like, do you know when you say people your favourite player, obviously outside the team you support, but the favourite player, do you know, like the superstars? Mine was my first favourite player that I was in absolute awe of was Ronaldinho, man. Do you know that Barcelona shirt with the no sponsor? As I said, I've probably shown how young I am compared to a lot of people here in the thing, but Barcelona jersey, stripes, no sponsor, and then Ronaldinho in those gold boots, man. I still to this day when people say who's the best player of all time, obviously I know it's like Messi and Ronaldo, but in my head I'm like, Ronaldinho. He was, for that like brief period, the year he won the Ballon d'Or 2006, man, he was unbelievable. Ronaldinho, man, loved him, absolutely loved him. What time is the draw at? It's after the Celtic v Alloa game, so I'll probably presume about 8 o'clock. I'll do a little live stream for that as well, just to see who everybody's getting. Ball comes forward again now here for Barry Mackay. Barry Mackay forward. Hearts fans, if you haven't already, guys, please do smash that subscribe button. I know, as I say, I do a lot of Rangers Celtic videos at the moment, just because of the viewer dynamics at the moment as well. We're trying to build up the Hearts side of things, we're trying to build up the Hibs side of things, Aberdeen side of things. As I say, I know there's not a lot of content out there for the Hearts, Hibs, and Aberdeen and all the rest of it. You know, I'm trying. No, I just haven't got much time in the day to just get all these videos out there for people. There's boys, there's 3. Hearts got 3-0 now. Lovely bit of play there again from Midlothian. And Hearts are 3-0 now to the goods. And Auchinleck, as I say, they've done well, but 50 minutes and now it's a real demolitioning now for Hearts. Hearts looking for going to just keep on going now. I feel sorry for the players. I just kind of want them to try and keep the score down. I don't want it to be a disgrace because it's a big day out for them. They'll remember this game for the rest of their days, but they just don't want to get an absolute ragged here. But they've done well. It's a Premiership side. Hearts, as I say, probably got the 3rd biggest budget in the league and in the Scottish Pyramid. And they've held their own. They've kept the score respectable. LXG Skulls says, in my opinion, Pele's the world's greatest. Again, you can watch videos from the archives and stuff like that, but I never got to see him, like watch him in a game. For me, it's always Ronaldinho, man. That Ronaldinho, or the luminous yellow jersey, the luminous green away kit with Barcelona. The red blue stripes, no sponsor. There's nothing better than that, man. Ronaldinho, best player. Apparently, there was talk that Ronaldinho could have played for St Mirren back in the day. That's a weird old. That's a weird old. Imagine if that happened. So basically, for those of you who don't know the story, I'm sure most of you that love Scottish football already know the story. But basically, Ronaldinho was playing in Brazil at the time, and a lot of Brazilian players, you know, used to like get a little avenue towards European football, broken into European football, and basically, what St Mirren were going to do was basically sign him on a short-term contract, sort of showcase his talent. This was before the 2002 World Cup. This is before everyone started to know about Ronaldinho. He went and played at the World Cup, and then that's when Paris Saint-Germain came in for him. But at the time, apparently St Mirren were fairly close in signing him before the World Cup. So that would have went down as a funny story. Imagine St Mirren on a CV. Here comes Mackay again, back through to Cochrane. Ball forward there from Atkinson. And the rest is history. PSG then went off to Barcelona. Another weird story about St Mirren was Riyad Mahrez. He talked about his time on trial at St Mirren. He goes, I was once on the... Here comes Auchinleck. Oh, they nearly got a goal. Oh, just over the bar. So close there, Auchinleck. Nearly getting a... it would have been a consolation goal, but it would have been massive. Forest are 1-0 up against Derby as well. But that was a good chance. Probably the closest chance of the game there for them. Oh, nearly scoring it. Lovely control there by their number. I think it was their number 9, was it? I couldn't see who that was. Lovely control by him. Was it number 8? It was Wilson. It was Wilson who controlled it there. Wilson, some play. He scored the goal against Hamilton in the last round. Some control there. He might even get picked up by a League 2, League 1 side. Good little bit of play there. Lovely touch. And unlucky not to get a goal there. Oh yeah, back on the old St. Mirren sort of thing. Riyad Mahrez in a video about him talking about, yes, I was on loan at Mirren Club. And they kept on. I wanted to sign for St. Mirren at the time. He was on trial, and he played a game. I think he'd scored like 7 goals in 3 games or something like that. And basically, he wanted a contract at St. Mirren, and St. Mirren kept on delaying it for some weird reason. So he goes to his agent. He goes, he goes to his agent. Look, for some reason they're not tying me down with a contract. He just says, look, chin it, get out of there. We'll try and get you a club in France. And then obviously he goes down to Le Havre in the Ligue 2. And then the rest is sort of history from there. But yeah, St. Mirren had the chance, and I think Riyad Mahrez was open to playing for them. St. Mirren now have had 2 really good players, one world class and one really good player had the chance to sign for, but never did. Ref should call time on the game. Nah, it's only 3-0. My dad almost signed for St. Mirren, but he broke his ankle. That was the exact time when Ronaldinho almost signed for them. That's mad. For Ronaldinho. What's the deal with Patterson being left out the squad? Is he injured, or does the move look doomed already? Again, look, I don't think he's injured. I don't think he's up to speed yet. You got to think he hasn't played as much games. So these players have been playing week in, week out in the Premier League, not had the January break. Patterson's not really featured in the team for Rangers, then had a break with the Christmas break, then had all the moves and stuff like that. So I just don't think he's match fit just yet. He'll come good. He'll come good, and he'll get a match there, and I'm sure he'll go on to really become Everton's sort of number 1 right back. Ball comes back over to Smith again. Smith over the top. 10 minutes played in the second half. Another 35 to go. Guys, don't go anywhere. Well, do go anywhere. I wouldn't expect you to just sit around on the countdown page waiting for the Celtic v Alloa game. But we have got, as I say, Alloa versus Celtic after this one. 5:30. I'll be live for about 5:15. Going to be a decent game in the Scottish Cup. Plenty of games at 3 o'clock. I've got to take a break though. I can't do a game at 3 o'clock. Hanging out. Max 2. I've done 3 in a day before, and that's brutal. I can't do 3. Here comes Atkinson. Atkinson forward again now here for Hearts. Hearts over the top yet again. Atkinson looking for Hearts' number 4. Boise's on a hat trick now as well. Approaching the hour mark. Still 3-0. Smithy gets cleared that one away again there, man. Hi Dan, how are you doing today? Love the uploads. And what do you think of the youngster already? Yesterday. Oh, Alex Lowry. Well, I was just saying that probably before you came on. Good to see you first and foremost, Stuart. As I was saying at the start of the thing, I seen a stat there 2 years ago yesterday in the same fixture. Nathan Patterson made his Rangers debut. So, look, there you go. It could be a sign for more to come there from Rangers. I think I said in a video recently that Rangers Academy's really coming to grips. You're looking at Leon King, you're looking at McCann. You know, Leon King, there was real speculation of him going to Man United. Man United wanted him, they were interested in him, but he chose Rangers. There must be a real clear vision for players in the academy at Rangers at the moment, and they're still getting some decent talents come through. Again, I know the long-term viewers will know I love the Ajax model, and look, Rangers are a long way from the Ajax model, but it's definitely something to aspire to be. You know, Ajax similar money to Scottish division. The Eredivisie's poor, but Ajax somehow are always competing at the top table year in, year out. They're doing really well at the moment. In fact, they're second in the Eredivisie, but they're doing well in the Champions League, obviously beating, coming through a group of Sporting Lisbon, Portuguese champions, Besiktas, Turkish champions, and Borussia Dortmund, who are Borussia Dortmund. They're a great side. Will a team outside Rangers and Celtic win the Scottish Premiership? What do you think? Never, mate. Never. I don't think we'll ever see that. As much as I'd be open for it, I'd be open to the idea of. I've always, again, been fairly vocal about a third team being there in Scotland. I always thought Hearts could be that third team. They just need that investment behind them. I did a video recently about an English business owner, a billionaire. I can't remember, but he's bought a lot of clubs anyway. He gave the Ostersons model. He bought a team out in Belgium, and basically his model was buying players cheap and then flipping them. Hendry, the boy who plays with Club Rouge now, he played there, and there was a few other signings that they got for free from like smaller leagues, and then ended up, developing them sort of thing and flipping them on for like big bucks. And now they're apparently got the lowest budget in the Belgian league, but now they're apparently, in the European spaces. So basically what this guy's analogy is they wanted to come into Scotland and buy a middle-sized team, i.e. Aberdeen, Dundee, Hearts, Hibernian sort of thing, and basically have strategic investors come in and initially fund the project. But there's something to do with the Scottish FA that doesn't allow strategic investors to come into the game, where in Holland, in Belgium, and all the rest of the leagues, that's allowed. So it's kind of like a backward step that the SFA are kind of blocking other teams' progress due to the strategic investors not coming in. So until that can happen, then I don't think it will always be a duopoly until the other teams get a bit of investment behind them. But yeah, I'm all for a third team in the division. In terms of, like I always give the example, in the Eredivisie, you've got Ajax, PSV, who are the dominant teams, and then you've got Feyenoord, AZ Alkmaar, who, they do their bit for the division. They finish third now and then. They sometimes compete for the title. You see Feyenoord win the league back in 2017, but they're a good side in themselves. They're playing in Europe. They get to the group stages. They get to knockout stages of European competitions. Same in Portugal. You got Braga and Sporting Lisbon. Here comes Halliday for 4, and that's cleared away again there with 29 minutes to go, and Halliday nearly getting his brace. But yeah, based on a long-winded answer to your question, I don't think there will be a side that wins the league outside the Old Firm until something changes with strategic investors. Unless someone gets lucky. Hearts nearly did it, back in 2006, was it? Nearly did it? Nearly won the league? My English team is Nottingham Forest because my uncle and aunt are from there. Nice one, man. Big side, Nottingham Forest. One of those sleeping giants, aren't they? Big Forest. Herring there, blocked as well. Take care, Christopher, mate. Take care. Forward there again from Hearts. Craig Gordon over the top. Cleared away. Herring there in the middle of the park as their Hearts look to try and go up the park even more. 25 minutes left to play here. Still 3-0 to the Jambos. Oh, T-Man's going down well. I didn't get a first half brew. There's Halliday again. Halliday down into Boyce. Oh, Halliday nearly playing into Boyce there, but cleared away again there by Auchinleck. What division is the other team? I think they're in the league below the Lowland League. So they're in the 6th tier. So you think of Scottish League 2's the 4th tier. Lowland, Highland League would be joint 5th. And I think this team are in the 6th tier. So the league below the Lowland League. Here they come again now. And again, cleared away by Hearts. Craig Gordon is retiring at Hearts. I don't think he'll retire for a while, but Hearts is a little messy there at the back. What's next for Hearts anyway? I'll have a little look at their league games that are coming up. It says Celtic very, very soon for Hearts. And then they've got a massive, massive game, obviously on the 1st against Hibernian, buzzing for that game as well. Hearts v Celtics on Wednesday. That's their next game. Hearts v Celtic. What a match that's going to be. Then they've got Motherwell at home, and then they've also got Hibernian away on the 1st of February. Buzzing for that, man. Edinburgh Derby. I love a good Edinburgh Derby. Underrated derby, in my opinion. I think it's an underrated derby. People come to me with like all these sort of other derbies, the Tyne and Wear derbies, and all this sort of crap. Mate, nah. Edinburgh Derby's a good derby. I like it. It's a good watch. Ball forward again along that back line to Kingsley. Kingsley down the left. Hi all. Celtic Motherwell then Hibs, says John Mitchell. Harry Houdini says, a serious question. We all know the EPL is better in terms of quality, but do you personally find Scottish football more exciting, mate? Well, yeah, Harry, mate, as I say, like, a lot of people... I kind of have to explain myself all the time, because I know the accent's really misleading, but I'm not just a random English guy that just tunes into Scottish football. That's not what I am. As I always say every single live stream, all my family is Scottish. My mum, my dad, my grandparents, like every single person in my family is Scottish, except for me and my little brother. The reason why we're English and we've got English accents is because basically my dad was in the army, and then he was based down south in south of England, and then obviously I was born in England due to that. But my mum's Scottish. You know, all my family is Scottish. So yeah, I grew up in England, but that was just due to my dad's work. So whilst it might sound a little misleading, like all my family support Scottish, like they're all in Scottish football. I've got a Hearts family, got people who support Hearts in my family, got people who support Rangers in my family, got people who support Hibs in my family, people who support Aberdeen in my family. It's like a very mixed bag. So yeah, like obviously depending on what side you're talking, my mum's side or my dad's side, then you know, I mean, I've got people that support loads of different teams. Here comes Herring now. Herring down that left-hand side, but cleared away. But there, to answer your question in a short manner, I prefer the Scottish game to English game. I don't watch the English game really. I don't, unless it's a big game, then maybe I'll watch it. But I couldn't sit there and watch any old crap, Norwich v Watford or something. Well, like yesterday, I couldn't sit there and watch that rubbish. I do find it a very overrated league. A lot of people talk about it as being the best thing ever. I find it quite boring. In terms of, I think it's Man City just going to dominate the league for the next sort of 10, 15 years. I really do. At least in Scotland, you've got one of two teams now. I know it was Celtic dominating for ages, but we're starting to get back to how it was throughout the noughties, where it's like Rangers or Celtic. But at least you got that. You know what I mean? In France, it's just, well, apart from last year, it's just PSG. For a while, Germany, it's just Bayern Munich. In Italy, it's just Serie A. So to have at least two teams is still better than just one. Have a little look down here. We have the top 6 in our next game, I believe. So LXG, yeah, good one. Hibernian Lady Supporters Club says, hi, good to see you. You commentating on the derby? Yeah, I'll be doing Hearts v Hibs as well. Hearts fans, Hibs fans, if you haven't subscribed already, I'll be doing the Edinburgh derby on the 1st of February. So tune in for that. And then we've got the Old Firm derby on the 2nd. So buzzing for that one as well. Martin, the Rangers fan, says, if I had anyone in my I say Aberdeen fans lightly. So I'll tell you where the Aberdeen fans lay. So I think it's my grandma on my dad's side that's from Aberdeen, right? And her brothers are Aberdeen, so they're all Aberdeen fans. So they would be my great uncles. So I say my family, they're not really like deep. I was just giving you an example as to who they were in the family. Do you know what I mean? They're like my grandma's great. Yeah, my grandma's brothers and family. They're probably Aberdeen fans. So they're the Dons fans. But yeah, they don't really speak to them, so they're not really that much family, you know. But yeah, I got messed up. Mine's got family from Glasgow, Edinburgh, Aberdeen, all over the shop. I think I've got some family from. Yeah, my sister currently lives in Penicuik in Edinburgh. She's married to a Jambo, which is to my disgust. Nah, he's a good guy. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Married to a Jambo, big Jambo. Here's Barry Mackay. Mackay forward. Mackay just outside the box. Here he comes, Herring. And that's cleared away. What do you think about the Celtic match? Which one? Against Alloa? Alloa. Celtic will win that one easy. Have you ever watched the Scottish Women's Premier League? I've not. I've not actually. I've not watched it. In fact, I tell you what. I seen somebody. I can't remember who I seen. Someone on my Instagram the other day there. I think they were at a Hearts v Hibs girls match at Easter Road recently. Again, I can't remember it. I tried to watch women's football. It wasn't for me, but the Hearts ladies team's pretty good. I think Celtic and Rangers would finish somewhere around 11th to 8th in the English League. Probably not now, but with some investment, yeah, definitely. There's Kingsley again. Blocked there again by... Talking about that. Talking about Winsfield, just got a notification tweet. Rangers WFC looking forward ahead to the game. I think a women's game's being played today. But yeah, Jambo's looking good. As I say, Celtic next for their for Hearts. There's a big week coming up for them. I know there's a lot of talk about the Old Firm coming over the horizon, but Hearts have got a big week. Celtic at Tynecastle on Wednesday night. That's going to be a huge game. I cannot wait for that game. That's another one there, Hearts fans, by the way. We got loads of Hearts games coming up here on the channel. We got Hearts v Celtic on Wednesday, and then we've got the Edinburgh Derby on the 1st. So guys, do subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, be ready for those games. They're going to be excellent matches. I can't wait for the Celtic one at Tynecastle. That's good. I don't know. Is there going to be a little upset there? Is there going to be a Hearts going to grab something? I don't know. I mean, Hearts always put on a show when the Old Firm come to town. An unbelievable bit of play there from Atkinson. And again, cleared away by Auchinleck. And then lastly, then the Edinburgh Derby. As I say, Hibs, it's Hearts to lose, I think. It's Hearts to love. I watched Hibs yesterday. I watched them against Celtic. I think they need a signing or two. I think they're a bit short. I think against Cove, they were really, really bad. They need some attacking players, attacking midfield players. Now they've lost Martin Boyle as well. They need to find a replacement for that. So I think there's going to be a downward the directory of Hibernian unless they find those players. So I think it is Hearts. They're going to be the dominant team going into this one, Easter Road. But yeah, looking forward to the Edinburgh Derby as well. I think Hearts will take a massive, massive step towards that third place. But if it's not already theirs anyway, I think they'll pretty much guarantee that third spot if they go on and beat Hibs at Easter Road. Harry says, I used to love the EPL, never missed match of the day for years, but I don't watch it at all anymore. They can slag our league all they want, but there's some cracking games up here. I prefer the Scottish League. Yeah, no, for sure, mate. I'm the same. I like match of the day, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. The Prem's it's good, but I don't know. I preferred it in the noughties. I'm like you. I preferred it from like the noughties and in the tens and stuff like that. I don't know. I do like it, but I don't know. The atmosphere at Hearts versus Celtic at Tynecastle is unbelievable. It's annoying for me because one of half of my family are Celtic fans and the other half are Rangers fans. So being a Celtic fan makes it a bit weird talking about football with them. Yeah, that's a bit of an awkward one, I suppose. If you've got Rangers and Celtic fans as your family members. Well, that's what you'll be like in Glasgow. You know, your mum could be from like a Celtic supporting family and your dad could be from a Rangers supporting family. And then you've just got to go with whatever one you get. Probably whoever's the best at the time when you're a kid. Just like, whoever's good, then they'll pick Celtic or something like that. Here's another corner again now from Talbot. And that's cleared away there by Hearts. Ball through. And the home side are trying. They're not giving up. They're trying to get that consolation goal. Preston West End says, I watch EPL way less too. Too much politics. I like all the MNF debates. I like Monday Night Football, but I don't find myself tuning in to watch the actual game. I like just sitting there watching the clips on the Sky Sports on YouTube. Like I like Neville and Cara, like what they're saying about the games. And I kind of just catch up there. Oh, nearly getting a consolation goal there again. The home side. They're not giving up. They really aren't giving up. There was another shot there. Just couldn't quite test Kerry Gordon there that time though. But just puts it wide of the post. What does it say on your hoodie? It says Virginity Rocks. I don't necessarily endorse it, but it's Danny Duncan. Does anyone know Danny Duncan? YouTuber, American guy. That's that I just bought it a couple of years back. Yeah, Alloa v Celtic next, troops. If you if you haven't already, do subscribe. We are going to be doing that one tomorrow. Alloa versus tomorrow, tonight, 5:30, 5:15. Alloa versus Celtic. Barry Ferguson against Celtic. Some good battles between when he was a Rangers player against Celtic. Here comes Atkinson yet again. Now comes down that other side. And Hearts moving the ball quickly. Here's Herring. Now Smith. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in so far today, guys. We're also growing on Instagram, looking to get some more Jambo followers on there as well, troops. As I say, we do cover Scottish football, all on Pure Scottish Football, our Instagram. So just jump in there and give it a follow. We've got a big mix of Rangers, Celtic, got some Hibs fans in there, Kilmarnock fans, Dundee United fans, not so many Hearts fans. So guys, if you're a Hearts fan, jump, or whoever, if you really like Scottish football, guys, just follow the page. It's Pure Scottish Football on Instagram. We're at 117 followers now. So yeah, if you haven't already, guys, please do hit that big follow button on IG. Nottingham Forest 1-0 up against Derby still. Hopefully Derby can pin one back. I love what Rooney's doing with Derby at the moment. Good job. Man United playing the Hammers later, 3 o'clock. Probably that's what I'm going to do. Sit down and watch Man U v West Ham. Just have a chilled one. It's not even on Sky, is it? What's it on? Oh, God's sakes. Sit there and watch that on a bloody stream, man. Oh. That's the thing about watching Premier League games on streams, man. They're brutal to watch. Like you think watching Scottish football on He's Goal is bad enough. Premier League is horrendous to find a stream that actually doesn't go down every 5 seconds. As soon as someone's about to score, the stream just literally collapses. I'm sick of that, Jesus. Not even on Sky, man. Brutal. Dan, to be honest with you, I'm a Rangers fan, so I'm cheering on Hearts. I honestly think the best big league is the Bundesliga. The matches are very exciting. Well, you say that the Bundesliga I think the Bundesliga. I agree with you. I think the Bundesliga, in terms of 2nd to 18th, is a very competitive league. Like there's one years you'll see Schalke playing in the Champions League, and then all of a sudden they're relegated in the Bundesliga too. So I think it's a very competitive league from 18th to 2nd. They just need to sort out the Bayern Munich situation. And I'm not, to be fair, I don't mind Bayern as a club. I think Bayern are a well-run club. And in Europe, out of you got your big five, like your Barca, Juve, Real Madrid, Bayern, PSG. Out of those 5, I'd say I like Bayern the best out of those lot. But yeah, they need to try and find that situation out where they can have a bit more of a competitor for the league title. No, Borussia Dortmund are there, but they've got a mindset of a selling club. And if Bayern want one of their players, 9 times out of 10, they'll usually take them off of them. You've seen that with Lewandowski, Goska, and all the rest of the boys. Everton are in big trouble now. Wow. Yeah, I know, we're losing 1-0. It says Virginity Rocks. Proper collect to have Amazon have 20 games. The Man U game is not on Amazon this time, is it? We're the 3 o'clock. We're the 3 o'clock rule in England, but you can't show the games at 3 o'clock for some weird reason. Nearly 10 minutes to go here, guys. Still 3-0. Probably could have been about 10-0 to be fair to Hearts. Fair play. I mean, if I was the home team, I'd look at it as a respectable result. Coming up against, again, probably the third best team in the country at the moment. Herring! Oh, there we go, 4-0. Herring with a decent goal, and Hearts have wrapped this one up in style, 4-0, and it's Herring who scores the fourth one, and that is, as I said, it's game over at 2-0, but it's demolition, done, dusted for Hearts there, as they are through to the 5th round of the Scottish Cup. How's Tom Lawrence doing? I don't know how he's doing. I don't really follow the Championship. That's one league I can't get into, to be fair. There's a lot. I like a lot. I do like my football in terms of worldwide. I just watch the Scottish the most, SPFL the most, then probably the Premier League second. Then I'll probably tune into if the Eredivisie's on. If Ajax are playing someone decent, I'll tune into that. No. So I might watch a Serie A game if it's on. I like the Serie A. I don't mind that. And Bundesliga, if Bayern are playing like Dortmund or something like that, then I'll watch that. But I can't get into the Championship. I know a lot of boys down here that watch a lot of Championship games. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. I mean, I watched the playoff, but again, that's not a real fan of the Championship. I was watching the playoff, but yeah, I can't get into the Championship for some reason. I don't know what it is. Ball forward again. It's quite a competitive league as well. I don't know why I can't get into it, but yeah, I don't never fancy it, to be honest. Comes Herring. Cleared by Halkett. Oh, I love his shot from outside the box and just goes out of play there. That tie doesn't trouble Craig Gordon. They've done their best. They're knackered though. They'll be at work tomorrow morning. Not tomorrow morning, Monday morning. It's been a decent game though. It's been a decent watch. And they've not disgraced themselves, this team. They've not disgraced themselves in any way. Should be proud of themselves. Ganelli's going to be coming on here for Boyce. No hat-trick for Boyce. Got a brace, but Ganelli's going to be coming on now for Hearts. As Hearts look to maybe try and find a 5th goal. Give me a shout out and update on Hearts, Christopher Campbell. Yeah, shout out to Christopher Campbell. Herring forward yet again. Long ball over the top for Hearts. There's Barry McKay's gone off. Ganelli, sorry. Ganelli just cuts inside again. I think the referee's done a decent job in this match as well, to be fair. But no complaints. It's been a well-run match. I've enjoyed it. Same with the officials. Some catching those 2 offside goals by Hearts as well was a good one. Good officiating. Hoping for much the same. Now everyone's first to jump onto them when the officials have been really poor. So, going to give them praise when they've done well. And they've done well today, to be fair to them. So, yeah. Well done to the referees and the linesmen for doing your job properly. Here they come again now, Hearts down that right-hand side. Here's Ganelli. Atkinson again. He's hungry for that debut goal. Oh, ball in. There we go. And there we go. It's 5-0. And it's it's Cochrane who gets the 5th goal there for Hearts. And the game is well and truly turned into a bit of a demolition. But the Jambo's 5-0. And but they booked their place in the 5th round in style. There you go, troops. Hearts 5. Auchinleck Talbot 0. A thumping. And still more time for some more goals. Well, not a bad game. Thanks for the cast, Dan. I'll watch the Aberdeen next. I'm buzzing for that game. Hope the Celtic cast goes well for you. Later, everyone. Take care, Daddy Cakes. Thank you for tuning in. Daddy Cakes, are you a Don, are you? Are you a Dons fan? Say Halliday, Boise. Got 2. Herring. Now Cochrane's on the score sheet. Hearts 5. Auchinleck Talbot 0. LXG Skull says we want 6. Is that what the chant is around the park, is it? We want 6. Ball forward, cleared away there again by the home side. Nice little run down that left again. Herring. It's back onto it. Nicely done there by Cochrane. As I say, the Hearts are looking for number 6. Can they find it? That's the question. Big shout out to everyone who's subscribed today, guys. As I say, our next Hearts game will be on during the week. Sorry, it will be Hearts versus Celtic. But tonight's the next game on the channel live is going to be Celtic versus Alloa, which is next. Plenty of Scottish football coming up. We'll have 2 videos dropping tomorrow about something to do with SPFL content. Same on Monday, same Tuesday. 2 games Wednesday. We've got Rangers v Livy, Celtic v Hearts, or Hearts v Celtic, sorry. And then there is Thursday 2 vids, Friday 2 vids, Saturday games. Yeah, there's a lot of content just getting pumped out this week, guys. So do tune in for it. 4 minutes to go here. Talbot looking to try and make something happen down this right-hand side as they look to try and get a consolation goal from the Scottish Championship champions. Ginelli, Herring. Brought down there again. Comes forward again now here for Talbot. Cleared and put away. 2-0 now, Forest up in that derby. In the Midlands derby there. Derby County having a bad week. Thank you, Jason. I love that there's that kebab for a burger van. I could do with one of those. You know, I fancy that now, actually. See, do you know when you're at the football and you get those burger vans come about? That's what I'm feeling. I feel like one of them today. That's what I feel like I want to eat. I feel like a burger like that. I might go get one. Barry Mackay. He sits so calm, Barry Mackay. What's he sat like that for? Are you not doing the St. Johnstone game? I don't think there's enough demand for the St. Johnstone game, to be perfectly honest. I'm not going to lie. To be fair, I can't do 3 games, man. I'll be absolute knackered by the main event tonight. Hanging out my arse. St. Johnstone. To be fair, I did do a St. Johnstone game, actually. I did St. Johnstone v Galatasaray last year, earlier in the year. Back in the summer. There was a demand, but I think that was the Galatasaray fans tuning in for that one. Oh, nice little run there again there by Kingsley. Celtic B are lining up at 3 o'clock. Now through to Cochrane. 2 minutes to go. Ball forward down that right-hand side again now here for Hearts. Atkinson, he's had a good game, by the way, Atkinson. I know it's against the 6th tier team, but you can sort of tell a good player. He's had a cracking game. Just his movement on the ball, movement on and off the ball. His passing ability as well has been really, really good. Craig Gordon back in possession. Talbot just caught offside, and that's going to be a free kick here for Hearts. 1.5 minutes to go. Don't think there'll be much stoppage time, maybe 1 minute/2. But Hearts fans, find out who you're going to get in the 5th round as we are back later on this afternoon or after the Celtic game, the draw will be made. Here comes Cochrane again, who scored the 5th. Halkett. Halkett back on the ball. Nice little switch play yet again there by Cochrane. Forward and cleared away yet again. 30-second light, mate. Thank you, Thomas M, for tuning in, buddy. See, fair troops. Thank you so much for this one, guys. I think that's pretty much that. Lee McCulloch there as well. Keep forgetting he's a Hearts coach. What is he? Is he the assistant manager at Hearts, or what's his role? How much stoppage is he putting on here? Do you think Alloa will put up much of a fight? Again, Celtic are going to win the game. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, they're probably going to sit there and try and frustrate Celtic. Alloa haven't been particularly great in their league anyway. So it's not like Cove Rangers where they were top of the league going up against Hibs. I don't think it's going to be much of a fight. I think it'll probably be a cricket score, to be fair, with Celtic. But guys, that's done. Full time here. Hearts through to the next round. 5-0. Thank you so much for tuning in, troops. Take care. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you all at 5:15 for Celtic versus Alloa. 3.